Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something really fragrant, basmati rice.
That's right.
We've gathered quite a bit of info here, descriptions, different types, even some DIY recipes. Should be interesting.
Absolutely. Basmati, I mean, people call it the queen of fragrance for a reason.
Mm.
It comes from the Himalayan foothills, India and Pakistan mainly.
Right.
Known for those really long grains and
Yeah.
an amazing smell, and it cooks up so fluffy. Plus, generally speaking, its glycemic index is, well, relatively low.
Okay, and that's where I find it gets really fascinating because it's not just basmati, full stop. There are different kinds.
Exactly.
So our mission today really is to unpack these different types, what makes them unique, and crucially, what are the health angles for each one?
Precisely. It's a
Yeah.
whole spectrum. So let's maybe start with the one most people probably picture, white basmati rice.
Okay, yeah. The standard stuff you see everywhere, right? It's milled down,
They remove the husk, the bran, the germ, all the outer bits.
which gives it that bright white look and that really soft, fluffy texture after cooking.
That's the one. But even though it's refined, it still has some points in its favor, health-wise.
Like the glycemic index, you mentioned that.
Yeah, its GI usually lands somewhere between 50 and 58.
Okay, quick refresher for folks. Glycemic index, that's about how fast food raises your blood sugar.
You got it. Lower number means a slower, more gradual rise. Generally better for energy and blood sugar management.
So 50-58, that's pretty decent compared to some other white rices then.
Definitely. It offers better blood sugar management in that comparison. And it's also known for being easy to digest.
Ah, because it's polished.
Yeah.
Lighter on the stomach.
Exactly. Plus, it cooks fast, which is, always a bonus for busy schedules.
So your everyday rice, basically. Good for pilafs, stir fries with curries. Makes sense.
Mhm.
And we even have a simple recipe idea here. Lemon herb basmati, sounds really light. Just the rice, water, olive oil, lemon, thyme, salt. Super easy.
Very versatile. Okay, so moving on from white, let's talk about its less processed cousin, brown basmati rice.
Ah, brown. You can see the difference straight away. It keeps those outer layers, right? The bran and the germ.
It does, and that changes things quite a bit. Gives it a nuttier kind of flavor, a chewier texture, and obviously that brownish color.
And keeping those layers means more nutrients.
Significantly more, especially fiber. That's a big one.
Which helps with digestion.
Yes, promotes healthy digestion. And some fiber types in brown rice can even help with lowering cholesterol.
Okay, wow. And I think I remember reading more antioxidants, too.
That's right, the bran layer is packed with them, way more than you get in the white version. Plus, all that fiber helps you feel full.
Satiety, so it could be good for weight management goals.
They can definitely support that, yes. Feeling satisfied after a meal is key.
So brown basmati sounds perfect for those hearty grain salads, power bowls, maybe things that cook a bit longer where it holds its shape.
Exactly. And the recipe suggestion reflects that. A hearty veggie, brown basmati bowl, brown rice, broccoli, carrots, avocado, maybe some tahini or hummus. Really wholesome.
Nice. Okay, next up, organic basmati. This is something you see more and more.
It simply means it's grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. Follows strict organic farming rules.
And you can get organic in both white and brown, presumably.
Correct. The organic label refers to the growing method, not the processing level.
So the main benefit is fewer chemicals,
Yeah.
less exposure to residues.
That's a primary driver for many people, yes. Reducing intake of those synthetic toxins. Plus, organic often means non-GMO as well, which is important to some.
And it's better for the environment, right? Soil health, biodiversity.
Absolutely. Organic practices focus on sustainability.
So this would appeal to health-conscious folks, maybe people doing detoxes or just anyone wanting cleaner food.
Exactly. And the recipe idea here is a clean and green detox rice. Very simple organic basmati, filtered water, spinach, garlic, coconut oil, sea salt, letting the clean ingredients shine.
Okay, now this one sounds intriguing. Aged basmati rice. Aged, like wine.
Huh. Sort of, yeah. It's stored, usually for 1 to 2 years. And it genuinely transforms the rice.
How so?
The aroma becomes much more intense, the texture gets a little drier, and the grains cook up even more separate and long. It enhances the cooking properties.
Drier grains. Does that affect health or digestion?
It's believed to. Lower moisture content can make it easier to digest for some people. And interestingly, it might cause less of a blood sugar spike than fresh rice. Plus, that concentrated flavor means you might not need to add as much seasoning or sauce. The rice itself is the star.
Sounds perfect for special dishes then, like biryani or a really good pulao where that rice quality is everything.
Precisely. Those
Well-
festive meals where you want the best. And the recipe is simple to showcase that. Aromatic turmeric rice, just aged basmati, water, turmeric, a bay leaf, maybe some ghee or oil. The aging does the heavy lifting on flavor.
Cool. Okay, next. Parboiled basmati. I know this one is converted rice sometimes. It seems like foolproof, never get sticky.
Right, it holds its shape incredibly well. The secret is the parboiling process itself. They partially boil the rice in the husk before it's milled.
Oh, before milling. Interesting. Why?
That process actually drives nutrients from the bran layer, which is about to be removed, into the starchy part of the grain, the endosperm.
Ah, so it hangs on to more vitamins and minerals even though it looks white.
Exactly. More B vitamins, more minerals compared to standard white rice. And another key point, its glycemic index is often even lower than regular white basmati.
Really? Lower still? That's great for diabetic-friendly meals or blood sugar control.
Very beneficial. And that firm, non-sticky texture you mentioned makes it ideal for meal prep. You can cook a batch, and it stays separate in the fridge. Also used a lot in food service for that reason.
Makes sense. Portion control is easier too, I imagine.
Definitely. And the recipe suggestion plays on that wholesome aspect. Protein-packed lentil rice. Parboiled basmati with cooked lentils, cumin, olive oil. Simple, nutritious, holds up well.
Okay, last but definitely not least. Black basmati rice. Sounds exotic. That deep purple-black color.
It's stunning, isn't it? Often it's a hybrid or an heirloom variety. When raw, it's almost black, and it cooks up a deep purple.
And that color means antioxidants, right? Like in blueberries.
Precisely. It's rich in anthocyanins, those powerful antioxidants indicated by the dark color. They're fantastic for fighting inflammation and oxidative stress.
Wow. Any links to specific health areas?
There's research suggesting they support heart health, potentially improving circulation and reducing cardiovascular risk.
That's huge. What else does it offer nutritionally? Does it keep the bran?
Yes, like brown rice, it retains the bran layer, so you get good dietary fiber, plus minerals like iron and magnesium. And flavor-wise, it's nutty, maybe a little bit sweet.
Sounds amazing for making really vibrant bowls or as a side dish that pops or maybe in some kind of unique grain salad.
For sure. And the recipe idea here is quite different. Sweet, coconut black, basmati porridge.
Porridge with basmati.
Yeah. Cooked in coconut milk, maybe sweetened slightly with maple syrup or honey, bit of cinnamon. You could add fruit. It shows off its versatility and that slightly sweet note, a really unique, healthy treat.
Wow. Okay, my head is spinning a bit. That's an incredible range. It's so much more than just white or brown.
Absolutely. Each one really does offer a different package, flavor, texture, and crucially, those varying health benefits.
So when you're standing in the rice aisle next time, it's worth thinking beyond just the color.
Definitely. Think about what you need. Quick weeknight meal, white or parboiled might be great. Want max fiber? Go for brown or black. Special occasion, maybe aged. Concerned about pesticides? Organic.
Right. It depends on your priorities, taste, cooking style, health goals.
Exactly. Making a conscious choice can really add something extra to your meals, both in terms of enjoyment and nutrition. Exploring these varieties is, well, it's fun.
So thinking about all this, the different nutritional profiles the cooking uses, which type of basmati really jumps out at you? Now, which one fits your health path or maybe inspires a new kitchen experiment? Could you try black basmati porridge or maybe a really aromatic biryani with aged rice? Definitely some tasty possibilities to chew on.